So that's the end of Japes. Next, we're going to go ahead and head to Aztec. You want to tag DK in Japes lobby. Excluding Hunky Chunky, DK is the fastest Kong for movement, so anytime we have a long series of movement like we're about to have right here, we want to tag DK even if we're not him already. So we're going to come over here, tag Warp 5 and Warp 1 because we couldn't earlier. It's faster to swim than it is to surface swim, or to dive than it is to surface swim, excuse me. I'm going to come in, turn in key 1. Out of key cutscenes, you want to hold down right to be able to move in the direction of the door. It's only the very first cutscene that you hold upright. So we take Warp 1 back, tag Warp 2 and 3, and we head up to Angry Aztec. Again, jump towards the top of the tree to skip straight up to it. We're going to take these vines across. This is the fastest way to do it on Virtual Console. If you're on N64, you can do a Moonkick off of the slope under Crystal Caves and just fly across. So grab the 15 ammo coming in. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, I did that like 5 minutes ago, setting up a file for later. Don't do what I just did, that's a level early. So we're gonna come out here, talk to B-Locker, wait for him to go down, then go into Aztec. That's not against the rules. So we're gonna grab some more ammo. Take the vines across, make sure to hit Warp 1. Shoot the switches here so we can get to DK's Kasplat. Make sure to grab all 3 of those crystal coconuts. I grabbed 1 on the way out and 2 on the way back. Sometimes that blueprint can control you and you can just go under it. Oh, I didn't make that. So grab all 3 of those. On N64, here's where you'd do Llama cutscene skip. You'd stand about right here, throw 4 oranges, and then kick into the corner like that. On Virtual Console, you can't do that, so we're just going to kick into the cutscene. Make sure to hit this Warp 1. Come to the tag rail here and tag Diddy. Come over here. So this will be the first of what we call slope resets. I'm going to backflip onto the slope, wait until I've fallen completely off, and then jump. If you fall completely off the slope, you get a lot more control in the air and you can move yourself forward. If you jump while you're still on the slope, you won't be able to move at all. You'll jump just straight up and come back down. So we play guitar on top of the cage. Come over here. Backflip to get higher up the tree. We're gonna come get Diddy's Kasplat. So this shot's kind of tricky. You're gonna line yourself up with the peanut switch, jump down, and just spam. If you miss it, it's no big deal, just go into C up after you land and shoot it. So here's the next ledge clip. I like to do it on this corner here, moving upward. So just gently move the stick forward, and C up to stop your movement. So you can see here about half of me is inside the wall. So I'm going to just move into the wall and I go through. So now I want to move, kind of imagine if the corner of the doorway pointed, just kept going. I want to move in that direction. So now I'm under Tiny's, the room where she's trapped. Backflip inbounds and grab the banana. You can just walk out of the cage. Here's our spelling lesson. The way this puzzle works is you have to hit that switch, usually with Chimpy Charge, and it raises platforms up to... You can't see G. G's down there. It raises platforms up to each of these 4 switches. And it expects you to spell Kong. But if you hit a wrong switch, the puzzle resets. But funny enough, even if we haven't put on the platforms, if we spell Kong incorrectly, it activates the K for us to press. So even though we waste time hitting a wrong switch, the cutscene watching the platforms race is much longer. So as long as you hit any letter that isn't K first, you can just do that and then spell Kong. So you can do, we do O Kong in this run. In any %5 Kong, we do G Kong. I've never seen anyone do N Kong. There's not really a reason to, but you can do it. So grab a crystal there. And we're going to swim through vertical walls on the wall to the left here. Just C up and hold A. Easiest glitch in the game. Pull up a little bit so you can load the room. And just walk out. Grab these 3 crystals on the ledge here and head to the tag barrel to tag Tiny. So now we're going to go through this tunnel. The reason we opened it instead of doing guitar skip, for those of you who know the trick, is because we have to come through here twice. If you have to come through this tunnel more than once, even 2 perfect guitar skips is slower than opening the door. So the zingers there control you, they trolled me even though I tried not to. Kill Tiny's Kasplat, grab her blueprint, and just keep going through the tunnel. In this claptrap room, I like to kickslide. Kicksliding is the same speed as Tiny's long jump, until after the second bounce you start seeing the dust come out, then she's slow. So come over here. We're going to use this tag barrel over by Snides to tag Diddy. So this is the Diddy Tower banana. When you chimpy charge into these gongs, if you mash A, you can just jump out of the charge. Like that. Sometimes you'll double jump. That's actually really bad if that happens. So I like to only press A once, but that's because I know the timing. If you don't know the timing, you can just mash A. For this gong, you have to face away from it. If you face into it, you'll always bonk. We don't know why. So for this last one, you're going to cancel it, just walk into the tower. And you can see me on the very corner of the tower there. I go up with the tower. That lets me just backflip up and grab the banana. If you happen to miss that, it's not a big deal. You can come down here. And on this platform over here is Diddy's rocket barrel. So you're going to stand a little bit away, backflip up, grab the ledge, just jump into rocket barrel, and then fly up to the top of the tower. It's not a huge deal. It's about 20 seconds. So we're going to come back over to the tag barrel by Snides. Tag DK, and we're going to go fight the second boss. Yes, you can backflip jump up to the top where the GB spawns. So with Donkey Kong and Troffenscoffs, you can do a ledge clip if you want, but you can also do a Moonkick on this slope here. For Moonkicks, you're going to jump, and as you get close to landing back on the slope, you just mash B. I messed it up there. This Moonkick's kind of tricky. like that. What happens there is if you cancel DK's aerial attack with his kick, the values of the memory that the game writes to get really confused, so they just kind of negate his gravity and send him flying into the air. Just like before, we're going to walk under the door and fight Baboon. This, in my opinion, is the easiest boss in the game. You just throw barrels into him 3 times and that's it. Doesn't do anything different, just shoots more fireballs every phase. The second phase, though, you can do a cool little trick. Saves a little bit of time and is stylish. Except for the first wave of fireballs, you're going to pick up the barrel and use the audio cue of him shooting the fireball to jump towards him. And then you can just jump and throw the barrel like that. Sometimes he'll fall quickly, sometimes he'll fall out of the ceiling, sometimes he'll fall like normal. He does weird things, but it is a slight time save. So now we're just going to dodge. You don't want to do that on the third phase, because if you do it in a certain way, the key won't spawn and that will ruin your run because you can't get out of the arena. Just pick it up and throw it at him. Yeah, that's the easiest boss. Attack warp 5 here. You come across the sand, it doesn't matter that you take damage, we're invincible. Now we're going to do banana push. So what I like to do is position myself to the right of, I don't even know what that thing's called, the red and white spinny thing. Face the back of Funky's hut, jump and hold up. That usually gets me up there first try. Walk behind the red spinny thing, face the camera again. You're going to jump, hold up, and attack, and hold up, and you just walk right through. So now we're going to do Stealthy Snoop. Some of you may know it as Spooky Maze. Shout out to Ring Rush. This Spooky Maze is really easy. You're going to roll over here, wait for this guy, take a left, roll past this guy. I got caught because I got stuck trying to explain it. I thought that would happen. I was thinking, if I go too slow trying to explain where to go, am I going to get messed up? And I did. So again, roll over here, wait for this guy, roll to the left. Go to the right, roll around him before he turns. So here you can do a banana dance skip with oranges. Throw an orange. I threw a very poor one. You can throw an orange, jump into it, and it'll knock you into the banana and skip the dance. So doing that spawns warp 5, so we can just take it out. Come back across. And head over to the 5-door temple. So this is the 5-door temple clip, or Gobi clip. What you want to do is, I like to aim for this little dark spot here, this seam around where DK is standing. After you sink down into the lava, you can see when I take damage, I kind of sink down. Once DK is at his lowest, I like to walk forward, roll. That didn't work. This clip can be kind of trolly sometimes. Especially when you're trying to show off how to do it. So if you do it right, you just roll right under. And up there you can see the doorway, so I'm going to walk a little to my left, backflip, and get in. So you're going to pull out the gun, shoot the switch. The solution to DK's 5-door temple is left-right. There's 2 different ways you can go at each switch. The other 2 have nothing of importance to us. Go over here, get hit by the claptrap. This is where the spooky guy from your childhood yells, "Get out!" And we can definitely get out fast enough because DK rolling is just crazy fast. So on N64, there's an option if you don't want to do Diddy's Tower, that you would come do Diddy's 5-door temple. So I'll show off the clip. I may not get it because I'm not very good at it, but it's kind of the same as DK's, except you're going to do Chimpy Charge at that scene. It's really difficult. I'm not a fan of it. That's why I don't do it. If you really want to do it, talk to Tiffany Fruit. He's really the only person who does that on N64. But for now, we're going to stay as DK, come over to the Llama Temple. Now there's two different things you can do to get into the Llama Temple without doing Baboon Blast. If you're really bad at both of them, just do the Baboon Blast course. It spawns a coconut switch up there that you can shoot and just walk in the door. So the first strat you can do is a Moonkick. You do a Moonkick off the rail, come up here, kind of get yourself set. Then you're going to kick into the roof like that. Now I purposely missed the doorway so I could walk out, but ideally you'll kick in, kind of stop yourself in the doorway and walk into the loading zone. The second way of getting in is similar to the 5-door temple clip in the back. Just sink a little. I was a little too late. Sink down and just roll in the back. It's much easier than the 5-door temple clip. Then you just backflip into the doorway. I missed. And we're in. And again, if you really can't do either of those, then you can do Baboon Blast and open the temple normally. So we want to come to the right here, tag warp 2. I like to break this watermelon crate. We're going to come down, swim through vertical walls here, come out. This will be the first time we do gun skew. So we're going to swim out here where... Oops, I went back in the water. So you can see how out here I'm not in water, but I'm swimming. If I jump, I fall all the way down to the floor. If I pull out my gun and walk back into the water, I'm now swimming with my gun out. I'm actually going to create a save state here because this can easily go wrong. And if I mess up, I can easily try to set it up again. Save states are banned if you're doing actual speedruns of this, so don't do them. You're going to swim up here to Lanky's cage. Now to do gun skew, you're going to dive, hold all the way back on the control stick, and once DK is facing completely up and has stopped rotating, go into C up, shoot the switch, and then go out of C up. Now Lanky is free, and we are skewed. So people sometimes call this swag walk. The way it works is you can rotate yourself while swimming, and in this case we are choosing to exit the water through not a normal way. So when we end up on land, the game doesn't know what to do, so it just keeps us rotated. So we're going to grab the banana. C up to get the camera out of bounds. Now, one of the most important rules of Skew is to never just jump by itself. You can crouch and jump to do a backflip, you can roll and jump, you can't kick and jump for some reason. If you do a backflip, make sure you're not holding either button when you land. Same with when you do a roll, make sure to let go. And you can't re-enter water. So we're going to backflip and bounds, backflip up to this rail, roll and do a Moonkick. I missed it. Make sure not to jump out of this Moonkick. If you don't make it to the top, that's fine, just backflip up. Hit warp 1 up here, crouch, tag Lanky. The reason Skew lets us walk through so many walls is because the hitbox of the Kong is just on the front. And so, since I guess the front of our model is the feet, there's no hitbox there, so it just doesn't detect anything. So this is matching game. You want to kill the right side Kremling because he can get in your way. Found the switch. And I have this wonderful little MS Paint drawing to show you the solution of matching game. So the colors and the numbers are things that match. So green 1, green 1, green 2, green 2, so on and so forth. You can hold Z to slow down your aim if you feel like Lanky's aiming too fast. So that's the matching game banana. There's a dance skip you can do here. If you get the Kremling to hit you into the banana, it skips the dance. Make sure not to kill both Kremlings, or else you'll have to watch a cutscene of the vines raising. So walk through the left wall here. Kill Lanky's Kasplat. This one can be kind of annoying because we can't leave Skew, so we're extending his arm straight upward. So just try to get as close to him as you can before killing him. Take warp 2. I can put this away now. You can long jump, just make sure to let go of all the buttons afterward. Take warp 1 up. Tag Tiny. And then we're going to take warp 1 and warp 2 back to that area. So we're going to get this golden banana here. We can still kick slide and jump out of kick slide without losing Skew. So we're going to do that to come across. Make sure not to hold A when you land. Backflip up and get the banana. And that'll be it for Aztec 1. So you just kick slide, ponytail twirl through this wall. The camera sometimes turns. Grab ammo on the way out. And that's it for Aztec. At least our first visit. We'll come back here with Chunky to grab one item.